At the end of last week, Republican Senator Ron Johnson was actually asked by a Wisconsin high school student whether or not he thought that healthcare in the United States was a right, to which Johnson supplied, "It's probably more of a privilege." In fact, here is exactly what Johnson had to say about the entire thing. Do you consider food a right? Do you consider clothing a right? Do you consider shelter a right? What we have are rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We have the right to freedom. Past that point, everything else is a limited resource. We have to use our opportunities given to us so that we can afford those things. So according to Ron Johnson, as an American citizen, you don't have a right to food. You don't have a right to a house or clothing or health care. You basically don't have a right to anything. What you do have a right to is whatever Republicans in Washington, D.C. decide to hand on down to you. That's what Ron Johnson is telling this high school student who, I'm guessing, is probably not ever going to vote for a Republican for the rest of his life. But here's the thing, Mr. Johnson. We do have a right to those things because healthcare keeps us alive. And as you said, we have a right to life. Food keeps us alive. So yeah, we have a right to food. Clothing is not a right, you say, yet it's against the law to walk out in public completely naked. So you're making it to where we have to have the clothes, but we don't have a right to get them. Same thing with healthcare. When you think about it, students in the United States, in many school districts, most school districts across this country, are required to have immunization forms filled out, meaning that all their shots are up to date, they're properly inoculated, so that they can attend school. If you do not have that, you can't go to public school. Yet, going to public school is also required of children, or private school, any school. You have to go to school. But you can't do it without these shots, but some people can't get the shots without health care. Do you see how backwards your entire system is there, Mr. Johnson? If you're going to force these laws onto people, then you have to force the remedy on them as well. You cannot say that we're not entitled to health care, but yet demand we have health care coverage in the United States unless you're going to offer it to us. We'll pay for it. Just offer it. That's the difference here between Republicans and Democrats. Republicans don't understand how hypocritical, their laws are. They don't understand that they demand so much of the American public, yet give them absolutely nothing to get those things done. We say you have to have X, Y, and Z in order to be in the United States, in order to function. But we're not going to give you any means necessary to achieve X, Y, and Z. That's all on you. Because, as Ron Johnson says, those are limited resources. If we have the money to spend $800 billion on our military in one single year, we have enough money as a country to solve every single one of these little problems that you guys have been bitching about for years. Debt-free college, health care for all, the things that you tell us are unattainable. They're absolutely attainable. All we got to do is solve the military-industrial complex, and this country would be a much better place. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringofFire.